whiffs, this comp sucks.
Yeah, and Xayah is so damn good into this combo as well. That is one less target for Vitality to try to go on. And with Aurora and Azir both going Zonius, I have my doubts. I think Vitality need to execute this comp extremely well. He had a premonition, he knew that bot lane would be explosive, and he's here for the dive.
Carzzy and Fleshy jailed under their tower. If they try to backstep, they're going to be in trouble. Barrier for Carzzy. Have to take this into account. Who's going to tank first? Flag and drag through. Q flash forward into Caliste. Caliste looks like he's set to fall. It's going to be a 1-for-1 in the end. No, Fleshy can't finish it!
A flawless dive by KC. And when we were all thinking that top lane would be the most important matchup, it's bot lane.
Nako flashes on him with that knock-up. You suddenly have the ultimate that can finish him off.
Nako makes it easy!
Oh, that's not Nako. That's the guy we were looking for in that game one. Gets the solo kill with a little bit of help earlier from Lyncas. And with that, he's going to start building this gold lead.
Maybe proxying now, trying to get away from Yike is just going to die. But
This
Yike
is a
will
good
take his
death.
time.
This is a literal good death.
Some sort of play.
That's what we
Carzzy going to reset, but he turns his attention to mid.
Humanoid pathing up to the top side. Lyncas zooming in as quick as he can. Pushback is there. Paranoia available, but the range not super long, and it doesn't look like it's going to be in time. Humanoid, lights turned off, and has to say goodbye.
I mean, it's so clean by the KC mid jungle. Yahoo dodging the Orianna ult and getting the shuffle, and then Yike just going for the instant Q flash, EQ flash once again.
Often giving so much more value. So KC in a good spot if it comes down to a skirmish or a fist fight, which it looks like it might in the mid lane. kyeahoo going in for the push is going to catch Humanoid. Dunked down immediately. Shockwave going to connect on the two. Flash over from Humanoid. Oh, Fleshy! Just in the nick of time to try to save the day. Cataclysm back in though. Yike living for far too long, but Lyncas now starting to take over in the fight. He manages to get two. Looking out for the healing for the Nocturne. Are you kidding me? How did he live?
Oh my god! Lyncas and Fleshy are there to save the day, and an extra hero for Vitality is Triumph, which saves Lyncas and grants Vitality 3 kills off the back of that engage that KC started.
He's not done. Flushing the top lane, ready to crash
X-Flash
down over the wall. E through, immediate ulti, shattering strike, tanking the tower to set up on the Canna, flash out, but he's invisible! Nako wants to get it back!
No way.
Oh, it's every Yasuo's nightmare!
Misses on the Q! Canna sidesteps barely! A breath between himself and death, but it's enough.
No way.
X-Flash jumps back, cancels the recall, and Canna holding the line for KC because that felt like the backbreaker. If that worked too.
Canna is not giving up the title of best top lightly as he outplays Nako and Fleshy in the 2v1.
KC are bot though. They might be looking for a dive. Carzzy, I think he has to forgo this. We're going to go into the replay.
This is so close.
I mean, it starts off with Yahoo dashing in. It's a great shuffle. I thought Humanoid was just dead. I thought he had to flash the Azir ult, but he's able to flash out. Busio wants to follow up, but he gets immediately CC'd by Fleshy. And then here, Lyncas gets 1 kill, gets the Triumph, gets the Azir kill, gets another Triumph. And that is what keeps him alive to make this play keep going for Vitality. Is now
Flash in, the charm on the Carzzy, but he manages to Valk out just in the nick of time. Fleshy in trouble now. Carzzy's flash gone. Fleshy, no way to get away from this one. Will finally fall. A nice pick from KC.
And a crash down turned into a crash out as they weren't able to get away from that one. KC picking up a kill and good position as well.
2-3.
Looks like kind of tanking it to try and
Bracket
pace.
first for Nako too, not even the Blade of the Rune King, as Carzzy's going to be the one in trouble. Charm lands, immediate feather pullback. Carzzy able to Valk away to safety for a brief moment. Busio can't take another tower shot. Sliver of HP, but Humanoid is here. Sidestep's good.
No way.
Run, Busio, run! The W!
way.
He's dancing. Oh, he's not fast enough, guys. He's gonna die. There you go. Okay. But the first 2 dodges were pretty clean.
And he gave it a timing window for Caliste to actually escape, because if he dies, they collapse on bot. And that could have been an
Now
absolute
James is pushing mid lane,
disaster.
but Lyncas is waiting over the wall, and surprise, it's Rell from out of nowhere to try to lock this one down. He's nearsighted, he's feared, he's a scared boy, but they're still gonna find a way to take him out. Lyncas grabbing the kill.
And Lyncas is being so proactive on this Nocturne. He's proving my doubts wrong as he picks up this kill on Yahoo. Now Carzzy's going to be able to hit this mid tower, force Caliste to rotate to defend it, which means that Humanoid's going to get the bot tower, and Lyncas can pick up... I mean, there's too much happening in the game now, Carzzy. Yeah, oh my god.
Well, there's not even much to say.
He shouldn't have been there.
Everyone else was resetting. He had no business being there. His midway was pushed in. Now Canna's on the chase for Fleshy. It's getting a little bit weird.
Yeah, because Humanoid is still pushing in the bot lane, so KC basically saying, okay, we killed Canna, let's go and contest on the Rift Herald. And they may even try and push for a little bit more on that top side afterwards. Fleshy going to hold off in the reset. Caliste taking the midway tower. It is gone completely bizarre in this game.
20 seconds ago, Vitality had a 1,000 gold lead. Now they've lost a Herald and a tower, and we're right back to dead even.
And now Caliste has a 1.6k gold lead for himself as we approach the Drake fight here. Mountain Dragon, another Mountain Soul game. 55 seconds on it. Nako trades, has the Kraken Slayer now. Humanoid wants to try to look for a sneaky play here.
Moving forward, movement
Yike
speed.
is covering.
Yike is there. Humanoid just delivered into the waiting arms of Yike. A nice initial stun to the kyeahoo, and they managed to get one. But remember, Humanoid has the tanky build. He's got Aurora. He's trying to get tricky with it because Busio's on the way down. No, the movement would have to be too clean.
Move the legs!
The movement would have to be too clean. He's too fast! Oh, he's styling on them. Pull back, command, protect. A little bit more shielding. Busio on the way in. The Dragon Strike gonna get it, but now Lyncas is here. They want to try and finish off Yike. A nice initial exhaust from Busio to try and stop the play. They're turning things back to stop the CC from Fleshy, but he gets the cooldown just in time. Nako ready to go, but he needs a knock-up. He didn't go in on the earlier one. He has one of his own! It's a scheme landing on them! Are you kidding me? The extended play! Vitality winning out!
Nako is making a montage in this game as he's flashing onto Yike, doing a little keyblade on his head.
Against this combo.
It's also the IE that's very close for Nako, so you're kind of at 2 big item breakpoints. Didn't feel comfortable, but Nako feels comfortable.
Going in, looking for the spin, locks up Caliste. Busio gonna try to make the hero play. Caliste stone cold as he manages to stay standing. Nako trying to dash away, but just gets locked up and taken down. Humanoid off on the flank, fishing for that shockwave. Has the death cap, but Yahoo. Freeze frame, he goes gold, and the lockup is just not there. And now Canna has arrived to try to make the difference in the fight. Humanoid on the retreat. KC taking their sweet time in this fight. But Carzzy ready to turn it back. The Gatling gun. He's got no more time left as Caliste runs him down. KC survive Nako's engage and turn it right back around.
And Nako went too deep, and the hero of Caliste stands tall. They're not able to take him down. Caliste had the flash, he had the feathers, didn't even need to use the ultimate, and that's going to be Baron Nashor for KC.
The shotgun stalled. The safety was still on because Humanoid was not here. Nako thought he'd have Lyncas, but Busio with the charm denies Vitality the combo they need, and everyone on KC comes to bear in the mid lane to deny Vitality the play. This might have just been enough for KC with this. Oh, actually, hang on. In live.
Meanwhile, a live play. Canna pushing a bit too far in the mid lane is very fast with that passive active, but the immediate flick back is going to set up the ulti and a shutdown now for Nako. Happy to have the extra money. Likely means he finishes the IE next to the brush. But they can't, they have no vision yet. That's
it becomes about mind games. Does Lyncas just go in, try and force the ult from Caliste, open up for Nako, for Humanoid to try and find something afterwards? Or how does Fleshy start it off?
Canna waiting over the wall. Charm from Busio. Carzzy's able to dash back for a brief moment. Nako fishing. That's the paranoia now coming out, looking for an angle into the back line. Fleshy with the multi-man ultimate. Follow-up is now coming in from Nako. His Yike is almost immediately deleted. The resurrection coming in from the GA as Nako manages to take down Caliste. Knock up there again as Nako looks for 4-2. Along the rest of the team now descending. It's a heroic performance from the Yasuo. The kyeahoo is looking to make the difference. A double kill as he turns it back. But I think Vitality have won this, maybe. I don't think so anymore. Canna finding the return kill. It's neck and neck.
And it's a 2 versus 2, but it's the jungler of KC that's alive. He's going to be doing so much damage in these team fights. Needs to be the target that Vitality take down. Nako wasted the wind wall. KC
collapsing on the Nako, looking for the knock-up initially. That's the paranoia down, trying to dive into the backline. Canna goes golden. Nako running for his life, but the entire team is now split. Vitality don't have the tools to follow up, though, because Lyncas' health bar has just been chunked so far down. KC slow and controlled against this Vitality lineup.
Fleshy has to find that moment again here. Has to get that crash down, has to set up, but it's Humanoid he's engaged on.
Quick flash out. Busio's ulti coming in as well.
Nako's resetting. KC, they're trying to burst this down. The TP's coming back in, but it's too late.
In. They know that Canna has no access to the Zhonya's. They're hoping to get him, but he goes on the opposite side of the wall. Spell shield is there to keep Lyncas standing for an extra moment. Flash into the pit. He's not going to be able to grab it. It's Caliste who secures it. Now it's Nako and missing the entire team. The wind wall not giving him enough space to survive. Gets an extra second, but KC, 5 members strong, will secure the Baron.
And KC pulled the trigger when they needed to. They're able to pick up the Nash. They take 2 kills as well. KC just want to end the game. They're looking to run it down mid here.
Touchy with the Q flash, it looks like, onto Yike. They do get a bit of a chunk onto him. Baron waves there. Q3 ready for Nako. Not going to find the setup. Feathers fly right up in the air, and it's only Yike who's taking the damage to turn back. Carzzy off on the side, trying to fire back, get a bit more damage for himself. Another tornado going awry for Nako as KC just continue to press forward. kyeahoo finds the push onto Humanoid. Goes golden. Carzzy knows he needs to fight now. Yike finding the initial knock-up. They're not going to get a reset now as Carzzy's off on the side. 1v1 with the Azir, and he does not like that matchup whatsoever. KC closing it out clean in the final moments to take us to game 3.